Did China's very large FAST telescope just discover extraterrestrial space aliens? Here's what we need to know. Let's slow down. This is by Danny Pierce, Conversation on Collective Spark. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. This is what Carl Sagan said in Cosmos 1980. This phrase is the standard that astronomers will be applying to a curious signal captured in China with China's Sky Eye telescope that might be a transmission from alien technology. The article reporting the signal was posted on the website of China's state-backed Science and Technology daily newspapers, but later it was removed. So have astronomers finally found evidence of intelligent found life beyond Earth? And is it beyond hushing up? We should be intrigued, but not too excited yet. An interesting signal has to go through a lot of tests to check whether it truly carries a signature of extraterrestrial technology or it's just a result of an unexpected source of terrestrial interference. And as for the deletion, media releases are normally timed for simultaneous release with peer-reviewed results, which are not yet available, so it was likely just released a bit early by mistake. An Eye in the Sky, the telescope. The Sky Eye, which is officially known as the 500-meter Aperture Spherical Telescope, FAST for short, is the largest and most expensive single-dish radio telescope in the world. The engineering marvel, its gargantuan structure is built inside a natural basin in the mountains of Guizhou, China. The telescope is so huge it can't be physically tilted, but it can be pointed in a direction by thousands of actuators that deform the telescope's reflective surface. By deforming the surface, the location of the telescope's focal point changes, and the telescope can look at different parts of the sky. FAST detects radiation at radio wavelengths up to 10 centimeters and is used for astronomical research in a wide range of areas. One area is the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI for short. SETI observations are mainly done in piggyback mode, which means they're taken while the telescope is also running its primary science programs. In this way, large swaths of the sky can be scanned for signs of alien technology or technosignatures without getting in the way of other science operations. For special targets like nearby exoplanets, dedicated SETI observations are still carried out. And the hunt for alien technology. Technosignatures searches have been ongoing since the 1960s, when the American astronomer Frank Drake pointed the 26-Tatel telescope towards two nearby sun-like stars and scanned them for signs of technology. Over the years, technosignature searches have become far more rigorous and sensitive. The systems in place at FAST are also able to process billions of times more of the radio spectrum than Drake's experiments. Despite these advances, we have not yet found any evidence of life beyond our Earth. FAST sifts through enormous amounts of data. The telescope feeds 38 billion samples a second into a cluster of high-performance computers, which then produces exquisitely detailed charts of incoming radio signals. These charts are then searched for signals that look like technosignatures. With such a large collecting area, FAST can pick up incredibly faint signals. It's about 20 times more sensitive than Australia's Murray-Yang telescope at the Parkes Radio Observatory. FAST could also easily detect a transmitter on a nearby exoplanet with a similar output power to radar systems we have here on Earth. The trouble with sensitivity. The trouble with being so sensitive is that you can uncover radio interference that would otherwise be too faint to detect. We SETI researchers have had this problem before. Last year, using Murray-Yang, we detected an extremely interesting signal we called BLCI. However, it turned out to be very strange interference, not aliens. To uncover its true nature, we had to develop a new verification framework. With BLC1, it took about a year from when it was initially reported to when peer review analysis was published. Similarly, we need to wait for a while for fast signal to be analyzed in depth. Professor Zhang Tongji, chief scientist for the China Extraterrestrial Civilization Research Group, acknowledged this is the Science and Technology Daily Report. The possibility that the suspicious signal is some kind of radio interference is also very high, and it needs to be further confirmed and ruled out. This may be a long process, and we may need to get used to a gap between finding candidate signals and verifying them. FAST and other telescopes are likely to find many more signals of interest. Most of these will turn out to be interference, but some may be new astrophysical phenomena, and some may be bona fide technosignatures. So we have to stay intrigued while fast extraordinary signals meet the burden of extraordinary evidence. Until their work is reviewed and published, it's still too early to say, but it's encouraging that their SETI search algorithms are finding curious signals. Between FAST, the Breakthrough Listen Initiative, and the SETI Institute's Cosmic Program, the SETI field is seeing a lot of interest in activity, and it's not just radio waves. Searches are also underway using optical and infrared light. As for right now, we have to stay intrigued, but don't get too excited. What would life beyond our Earth mean? Drop your thoughts below comments. This is by Danny Pierce, Senior Research Fellow, Curtin University, published on the Conversation under Creative Commons. It's on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.